So apparently there's some shenanigans too going on as this is from Seymour Hersh from via RT. Obama. This is wild. I hope this works. Obama threatened Biden with the 25th Amendment to force him out of the race, according to Seymour Hersh. Let's see what this says.
Did Barack Obama work behind the scenes to ensure Joe Biden wouldn't run for president again? That's the bombshell expose from Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Seymour Hersh, who claims Biden's former ally sought to get Biden swapped out for Kamala Harris ahead of November's election. One of the more notable but unconfirmed findings reveals that a threat to invoke a constitutional amendment made up President Biden's mind.
By Saturday, July 20th, former President Barack Obama was deeply involved, and there was talk that he would place a call to Biden. It was not clear whether Biden had been examined or just what happened to him in Las Vegas. On Sunday morning, the official told me, with the approval of Pelosi and Schumer, Obama called Biden after breakfast and said, "Here's the deal. We have Kamala's approval to invoke the 25th Amendment.
Here's the deal.
The amendment provides that when the president is determined by the vice president and others to be unfit to carry out the powers and duties of his office, the vice president shall assume those duties." The official, who has decades of experience in fundraising, told me that Obama emerged as the strongman throughout the negotiations. He had an agenda and he wanted to seek it through to the end, and he wanted to have control over who would be elected.
Intriguing, isn't it? Well, US documentary filmmaker Sean Stone says the upheaval within the US establishment raises yet more questions over just who is making the decisions in Washington.
Hersh's main points are that the media, the administration has not done its job, right? They kind of glossed over and hid the fact that I know people back in 2020, actually, even during the debates with Trump and thereafter, even in 21, were already saying Biden is showing signs of dementia. Remember, up to the point of fundraiser in Hollywood, where you have Clooney and Julia Roberts, and Biden just seems to freeze on stage. He looked like he was lost. He was waiting for someone, and Obama came over and escorted him off the stage, which we've seen throughout, the last year or so, that he needs to be escorted. He seems lost. He stumbled. I mean, all these things that are clear. So who is really running things? Again, it doesn't mean that Biden has no cognitive ability, but certainly it brings into question who has been running and making decisions in this administration. There's a difference between withdrawing from the election in November and going for another 4 years and being forced out of office right now in July, right? Or August. That's a difference. And I think whatever Biden's cognitive abilities, he has to recognize that it would be a tremendous embarrassment if his administration and his government hasn't been an embarrassment enough. It would be a real stain to be the first president pushed out of office by the 25th Amendment.
Yeah, I think that was Oliver Stone's kid. But yeah, I mean, everybody knows, excuse me. Or I think a lot of people have surmised that Obama has been pulling the strings behind the scenes. I mean, that's not a real stretch of the imagination there. And for him, I mean, basically, what it sounds like to me, it was Obama versus Jill Biden. I think Jill Biden was the main one who was urging Joe to stay in the race. Obviously, she wanted to be first lady still. She wanted to remain, in the White House. So that's power, right? And Obama said, well, looks like we're going to need to get you out of there. I think we have to pull the 25th on you, Joe. Don't want to do that, Joe, but yeah, we're going to get you out of there, Joe. And sure enough, happy trails to you.